the big game of the weekend for me, which was number 3 Georgia versus number 11 Oregon. Now, the spread was pretty similar to the one that we saw for Ohio State and Notre Dame at about 17.5. Got betted down to 16.5 by kickoff in Atlanta. And then Kirby Smart and Georgia took this opportunity to tell me, to tell you, to tell anybody that wants to know that we are the baddest team in the land. We are the defending national champions for a reason. They stomped a mud hole in Oregon and walked it dry. 49-3, the largest victory for Georgia against an AP-ranked opponent. The first Pac-12 team that Kirby Smart has ever played against as a head coach of Georgia. Bo Nix came back like he never left. That's not good news for Oregon. For Georgia, it was easy pickings. I got to see Christopher the Peacemaker Smith out there making plays. That seems to be very much his defense this year. He had a pick and an outstanding tackle in the open field to start this game. Really excited about him. The other interception that Bo Nix threw was actually a jump ball for which Malachi Starks, a true freshman, also from the state of Georgia, went up and got it. I highlighted Malachi Starks for you right here on the number 1 college football show in our SEC preview as one of those stud 5-stars for which are just all over the roster for the Georgia Bulldogs. 15 of the 85 scholarship players are former 5-stars, and that is just what they have been doing. As a matter of fact, I thought it was funny that for Kirby Smart, what was really getting under his skin is how inexperienced this group was for him, mostly on the defense. And I'm thinking to myself, hey, man, they're so inexperienced because you got all these dudes that stay forever and get their shot to play, and then they're gone, right? And then you come back and you're like, hey, I don't have anybody that's experienced. Yes, but you have talent all over the map here. And for years, basically since the start of the Kirby Smart era, what we have said is the defense is going to come to play. And then Stetson Bennett said, no, that's over now. It's over now. I'm back. I'm back like I never left. I started out as a scout team quarterback. I went to Jones. I came back. I earned a job. I beat out your 5-star JT Daniels. I beat out your 5-star Carson Beck. I beat out your 5-star Brock Vandegrift. And now it is my team. And he's operating like it is absolutely his team. Completing 85% of his passes in the first half. Had the best passing percentage for a quarterback in the Georgia era under Kirby Smart. 25-31 for 368 pass yards with 2 TDs through the air. My goodness. Okay, now I got to really start 4 total TDs. I have to start talking about Stetson Bennett winning the Heisman Trophy now. That's where we're at. We've gone from that to this. My goodness, man. If you'd have told me that in 2017, the dude that's backing up Jake Fromm that has to leave the program is going to be here in 2022, making it do what it do, I would have told you were crazy. But then again, 2017, you told me I've been working at Fox Sports hosting this show. I'd have also told you were crazy. We're both getting to live our dreams, and I'm glad to see he is operating on all cylinders. Now, on top of that, he's got some studs around him, right? Kenny McIntosh is a dude back there, both running and catching the ball. You were able to replace your best wide receiver, not named George Pickens, and Jermaine Burton, who decided to go to Alabama, team you beat for the national championship, with some other absolute dudes on the outside. And what I found most fun about this is when Stetson Bennett finally got the hook late in third quarter, and we get to see Carson Beck, and we get to see Kearis Jackson, it was very clear to me that them dudes wanted to play too. And I was grateful to see that Kirby Smart didn't tell them to just run the football, because it's like, hey, they want to score TDs too. And that's still not just a scout team they're playing against. That is the number 11 team in the country going into this game, and Dan Lanning's Oregon Ducks. That is filled with an SEC coaching staff, I might add. Kenny Dillingham coached in the SEC at Auburn. Tosh Lapoy, defense coordinator, was an assistant at Alabama with Kirby Smart and Dan Lanning for Nick Saban. They knew what they were walking into when they were facing Georgia. And by the third quarter, we're talking about how much they'll learn from this and how Dan Lanning is saying, hey, it is a choice to come out there and play. Nah, man. If I got Jimmys and you got Joes, it don't matter what my X's and O's be like. One of the things I love most about this sport is, unlike the NFL, which is a socialist system where you give the worst team the best pick, here in college football land, where we have free market capitalism reigning, it only matters, can you recruit and can you sell people, all right? I'm looking for Willie Loman types out here, and that is what Kirby Smart was able to do. He's got more Jimmys than you got Joes. It's like being a driver in motorsport. No driver's going to outrun or make fast a slow car, okay? It could have been Vince Lombardi, Don Shula, and Hank Schramm on the sideline for the Oregon Ducks, and they were still going to get beat like they stole something because them dudes at Georgia is just different, man. They just coming out here like they ain't got nothing to lose, and all they want is to win more national championships. It is their time in Athens, and I'm excited to see what that looks like for the rest of us going into the rest of this 2022 season. Now, for Oregon, it's just a bad look. It's a bad look for Oregon, but it's also a bad look for the Pac-12, which we'll get into here a little bit later on. But this was supposed to be the class team, or one of the two class teams in the conference, not named USC, right? We don't get to see USC play against an SEC East foe as much as I would like to in 2022. So you really need to show us, the neutrals at play, that the Pac-12 was about something. And it turns out, no. When you're playing the defending national champion, the team that we expect to win the SEC East and play in the SEC title, you don't even rate. You get beat down 49-3. Now, a lot of what we call learns in the business going to come off of this, specifically for Bo Nix. Now, you also have some outstanding players on that Oregon team. I think that Noah Sewell and Justin Flo could be two of the best linebackers as a tandem in the country. They just got to grow into that a little bit. I think they'll find their way with Bo Nix. We might even get to see Ty Thompson play a little football before it's all said and done, but Bo Nix does have some magic, right? He will get himself out of some bad situations and make you look good from time to time, but he's also going to stare down Christopher Smith and throw him the football when he should probably be throwing a screen outside to his running back. Things you're going to learn from, things you don't get to learn in front of a capacity crowd at Mercedes-Benz Stadium filled with red, rooting for Kirby Smart and the Bulldogs. It's just tough for them. Thank you for watching the #1 college football show. Please remember to subscribe to the channel and like this video so that you don't miss any of the best college football coverage in America.